Hi and Assalamualaikum to our beloved lecturer and to all the classmates. Our group is consisting of me, Nurul Ain Amira binti Norizan and Hidayah binti Rozmi. We are currently the second semester students of Bachelor Science in Tourism Management, UiTM Campus Bandaraya Melaka. We are from class HM2412A. As for today, we are going to present about the task that given to us, which is evaluations of tour brochure from a local and an international travel agency. This assignment is under subject HT455 Travel Agency Management and Operation. We prepared this presentation for our beloved lecturer, Dr. Asikin Shaharuddin. Next, I will pass to Hidayah to give a brief information about the tour brochure.
The first part of this presentation, I, Hidayah binti Rozmi, will begin with definition of brochure. A brochure is a picture-filled magazine or thin book that provides information about a product or service. A pamphlet or booklet, particularly one that contains summarized or introductory information or advertisement for a product. Tour brochure is a common marketing tool used by travel and tour agencies to promote tour package and travel destination.
Next is the type of brochure. There are few types of brochure that we can commonly found. Here are some of the examples. For our group, we have chosen a flyer type for both of our tour brochure from a local and international travel agency.
Before we start present about the brochure, let's take a look at some information about the local travel agency that we have choose. Our local travel agency is called as Sahil Base Holidays. The company is located at number 53, Bangunan Pustaka Umi, Persiaran Bunga Raya, Kuah 07000, Langkawi, Kedah. The company started their operation in 2014. With the tour brochure that we have choose for local travel agency, this is how the tour brochure looks like. First of all, as we can see from the tour brochure, it is clearly that the travel agency is highlighting the state that the travelers going to travel, which is Langkawi. Also, we can see that this travel package is quite sellable since it is a hot deal package by the travel agency. We can see many details related to the Sahil Base Holidays brochure. Let us go deeper about this brochure. In the upper left, we can see that this brochure provides accommodation package in Langkawi for 4 days and 3 nights. The font that they be using is bigger from other, so it can be seen by the travelers in just a glance. Next, on the left, we can see the combo package provide consisting of Tuba Island Tour Langkawi famous fishing village, buffalo feeding and breeding, natural adventure ATV ride, duty-free shopping spree, relaxing spa experience, and close exposure of Malay culture and delicacies. Also, we can see at the right side of this brochure that the package also include accommodation, transport for all tours, airport pickup and drop, and meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not only that, but this brochure also provide few pictures to give the travelers an image about the package that they be going travel to. Other than that, there is also an important information about the price. This package offered Ringgit Malaysia 1,999 per pax, and the minimum to purchase this package is 2 pax at the bottom left. Lastly, this brochure also has the travel agency phone number and email listed at the bottom right of this brochure on how to reach the travel agency. Next, I will pass to Ain for the international tour brochure.
Now that we are done checking out the local tour brochure, let's move to the international travel agency and their tour brochure that we have choose. But first, here are some information about the travel agency. The travel agency that we choose are named as Royal Treat Travel and Tours. The travel agency is located at Antipolo, Philippines and owned by Mrs. April Joy. They have started their operations on January 8 of 2017. As for their tour brochure, we have chosen the package that travel to 3 different Southeast Asian countries, which is Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia. And here is what the tour brochure looks like. Before we dig deeper into the tour brochure, let's take a brief look. As we can see, the background of this brochure is the picture of one of the countries which is located at Changi Airport, that in Singapore. This is probably because their main location is Singapore. There are also 6 different sizes of boxes with some information in it. This is probably to make the tour brochure look neatly organized. Next, let's go deeper into the brochure. On the top of the brochure, the travel agency clearly stated the 3 different countries that the traveler is going to travel. They are Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Firstly, what the thing that crossed our mind when we saw the tour brochure was the travel agency might want to highlight Singapore as their main country. This is due to the font and the size of Singapore word are bigger than the other 2. Next, below the Singapore word, the travel agency has stated the package price per person in United States dollar, which is $599. If we convert the price to Ringgit Malaysia, it will cost around 2,500 Ringgit Malaysia. Other than that, on the left side, there is a biggest box that contains the package itinerary that the traveler is going to explore, such as Legoland and City Tour. They also divide the activities by day to make it easier for the travelers to understand. Below the itinerary box, Royal Trip Travel and Tours also stated the inclusions and exclusions of the package. This information can be useful for the travelers to know. Beside the box, there is also the terms and conditions that provided by the travel agency as additional tourism information. Apart from that, on the bottom left of the brochure, we can also see the travel dates and flight details that provided by the travel agency. Lastly, they also stated a few important information about their travel agency, such as operation hours, contact numbers, and email address that can be contacted by the travelers for any inquiries. From all this information that provided by Royal Trip Travel and Tours, we can see that they are certainly concerned with the convenience of the travelers.
For the similarities, the first one is both companies provide accommodation package, namely hotels and resorts for tourists who want to stay at a certain tourist spot. Also, Sahil Base Holidays and Royal Trip Travel and Tours have put their phone numbers and email on their company brochures. This is to make it easy for customers to make a reservation related to their travel companies. Both companies also offer package include on their company brochures. This is to attract customers to use the service on their travel agency to go to travel. The company has also offered affordable price on their brochures. Both these brochures also state where the destination that the traveler is going to go. In this brochure, also have said more details about the offer price offered by their company. The different on the brochure offered by Sahil Base Holidays has shown the package 4 days and 3 nights, while the brochure by Royal Trip Travel and Tour does not show how many days that offered in a big font. Next is operating hours. The Royal Trip Travel and Tours brochure shows their office hours, which is from Monday to Saturday on 9 a.m. to 5:45 p.m., while Sahil Base Holidays does not show their operating hours. Furthermore, Royal Trip Travel and Tours did explain about their package flight details as well as travel dates in their tour brochure, while on Sahil Base Holidays, they know any info about the flight operation details. Lastly, the Royal Trip Travels and Tours brochure also has the terms and conditions in their brochure, while the Sahil Base Holidays brochure does not state anything about the terms and conditions.
Now that we have seen the similarities and differences of both tour brochure, let's go take a look about the strengths and weaknesses. As for the local tour brochure, Sahil Base Holidays did a very good job with the fonts. The fonts that they are be using are so clear and neat. They also use bright colors for the font and make it easier for the travelers to see. Not only that, but they also provided a few pictures. The pictures that provided can be considered as the strength because it will attract the travelers to experience the same thing. Next, for the international brochure, Royal Trip Travel and Tours did a great job with their detailed and complete information. With only take a glimpse at the brochure, the travelers can have imagination about places that they are going to explore and can be also save the travelers' time. Next, there is also an exact travel dates provided that will ease the travelers for booking or make plans beforehand. They also stated the flight names and details. This will be super convenient for the travelers to acknowledge what transportation that they will be using for the traveling. There is also complete information about the travel agency, such as where and how to reach them for any inquiries or questions. Although both of tour brochure well created by both of travel agency, there is also a few weaknesses that can improve in another time. As for the local tour brochure, we found that Sahil Best Holidays provided a bit too little information. It does not provide it with itinerary, so it will be quite hard for the travelers to plan anything beforehand. Other than that, Sahil Best Holidays also did not provide any information of the travel agency, such as address and operations hours that can make the travelers clueless where and when to reach them. The design of the tour brochure also a bit too old school and lame. This can cause the brochure difficult to attract the younger traveler. There are also no option details such as travel dates and flight details. As for the international brochure, Royal Trip Travel and Tours brochure does not include any interesting pictures. Hence, it's going to make it quite hard for the travelers to have some image about the activities and places that they will be going. Apart from that, the fonts that they be using also a bit too small and clustered. It will cause the travelers need to take a closer look for a few times and it will bore the potential customers. Both travel agencies did a very great job on their tour brochure. However, there is a few ways that we can recommend to the travel agency to improve their brochures.
To improve the local brochure is to provide information about the travel agency that is incomplete, such as a complete itinerary. They can include itinerary from one destination to another destination so that the travelers have a clear vision on the place that they will be going. Next, they can also include complete address and operation hours for the travelers to reach out to the travel agency for any question. Sahil Best Holidays also can change their old design and color that does not match with the brochure to the more attractive design and color to attract the more customer, especially the yachts.
Next, for the international tour brochure, they can improve their fonts. They can use a bigger font to ease the travelers to see the details. They can also include some pictures. This can help the travelers to have an imagination about the places and experience that they will go through. Before we end our presentation, we would like to thank to all the listeners to stay and pay attention to our presentation till the end. Please do not hesitate to ask for any questions or any inquiries.
That is all from me, Lily Hidayah, and my partner Nurul Ain Amira in the tour brochure critique. Till we meet again, bye!